Hello everyone, I'm James Hodge, Buick GMC Brand Director. We're pleased to be here today to share with you the brand new first edition Hummer EV pickup truck. Later this year, we will launch our Quiet Revolution with GMC's first all-electric powertrain with no limits, no equals, and of course, no emissions. The Hummer EV will leave everything you thought possible in a cloud of dust with 1,000 horsepower coming from a nearly silent all-electric propulsion system. 11,500 foot-pounds of torque, and for those brave souls who engage watts to freedom, a 0-60 acceleration time of approximately 3 seconds. That reminds you that this is undoubtedly a super truck. Not only have our engineers created this all-electric, on-road monster, but the Hummer is designed to dominate off the pavement with first-of-its-kind technologies, such as extract mode and crab walk to master any terrain. The impressive list of firsts for the GMC brand does not end once we enter the vehicle either. To kick off our walk around, I'm now going to turn it over to Mark Alger, the GMC National Marketing Manager. Mark?
Thank you, James. With the all-new Hummer EV Super Truck, GMC is creating a whole new category of rugged luxury trucks that will come into the GMC brand above Denali at the top of the GMC showroom. The Hummer EV Super Truck is for the person who has everything, but wants more. More power, more performance, and more capability in an all-electric vehicle. Today I'm going to talk about the big three features that best articulate the outrageous capability that is at the core of Hummer's DNA: watts to freedom, crab walk, and extract mode. The one thing that these three amazing features have in common is that they are all enabled by our signature Ultium platform. Hummer gets the best of all things Ultium. We start with the Ultium skateboard and add our biggest battery pack, a 24-module pack that provides up to 530 kilometers of range. Then we add not one, not two, but three of our most powerful Ultium motors, one in the front and two in the rear. With ICE vehicles, we're typically limited to one engine per truck, but with Ultium, we can do 3 motors. That's how we can deliver 1,000 horsepower and 11,500 foot-pounds of torque to the wheel. And then to ensure the best possible on- and off-road driving dynamics, we add 4-wheel steer, 4-corner independent suspension, and adaptive air ride. From every angle, Hummer makes a powerful statement and delivers gotta-have style. Its massive proportions and over 6-foot track width are aggressive, confident, and unmistakably Hummer. The vehicle we have here today is the Edition 1 model that we'll be selling here in Canada as a 23 model late this year. Edition 1 is the top-of-the-line Hummer EV pickup and features every possible option in a unique limited edition package that includes special badging, interstellar white exterior, and your choice of lunar shadow or lunar horizon interior color themes. And the Edition 1 we have here today has my favorite feature, the Extreme Off-Road Package. With 17-inch wheels, 35-inch Goodyear Wrangler Territory mud and terrain tires, full underbody armor, rock sliders, and underbody cameras, the Edition 1 is a go-anywhere, do-anything kind of truck. Because the Hummer is fully electric and built on our Ultium platform, all the motors are underneath at the wheels. That creates a front trunk that will hold 255 liters and can be used to store the 4 infinity roof panels. From the side profile, you can see more of Hummer's capability. An incredible 16 inches of ground clearance and short front and rear overhangs allow for an impressive 50-degree approach angle, 38-degree departure angle, and 32-degree breakover angle. With those kind of numbers, you can see why we call it the Extreme Off-Road Package. I think you'll agree that the Hummer engineers have succeeded in their goal of producing the most capable factory truck ever. Turning to the underside of the Hummer EV, you can see the massive 24-module battery pack. It's a 3,000-pound battery pack that holds 200 kilowatt hours of power. To give you a sense of how much power that is, the hydro bill for my whole house last month was 400 kilowatt hours. So 200 kilowatt hours is enough to power a whole house for 2 weeks. And all this power is managed with the first ever wireless battery management system. The battery pack is 1 foot high, 5 feet wide, and 7 feet long, and because the battery structure is integrated into the vehicle architecture, the Hummer Super Truck is the stiffest truck ever built. And stiffness means more stability and control for great driving dynamics in any on or off-road driving condition. Also underneath, you'll see where the power really comes from. It's not from under the hood, it's next to the wheels. There is one Ultium drive unit in the front and two in the rear, one for each rear wheel. The two motors can sync up to lock and speed and provide torque vectoring for the best possible traction and handling in any driving situation. Those three drive units and the 1,000 horsepower that they produce enable the Hummer's ultimate party trick, the Watts to Freedom launch control feature that calibrates the suspension, power, graphics, and acoustics to prepare for a 0 to 60 mile an hour time of 3 seconds. That's supercar speed in a monster truck. Now, a lot of things happen at the corners of the vehicle. That's where you'll find the suspension and steering technology that enable extract mode and crab walk. At the corners of the vehicle, you can see our extreme performance ZF shocks and adaptive air ride suspension that recalibrates 500 times a second and it provides 6 inches of lift for a total 16 inches of ground clearance. That's the technology that powers extract mode to get you up and out of tough terrain. With the power of 4-wheel steering, the Hummer EV Super Truck can execute crab walk by aligning all 4 wheels in the same direction. With up to 10 degrees of rear wheel steer, the vehicle can actually drive diagonally, hence the crab walk name. The Hummer EV Super Truck is such an impressive off-road vehicle that it's easy to forget that it's also a truck that will do truck stuff, like carry or tow things. The Hummer EV comes with our exclusive trailering label, a 5-foot box, and our multi-pro tailgate. Payload capacity of 1,300 pounds and 7,500 pounds of towing make the Hummer EV Super Truck a perfect combination of capability and utility. And now I'll turn things over to Sean Logan to talk about some of the amazing technology that we have on the inside of the Hummer EV Super Truck.
Thanks, Mark. From the outside, the Hummer EV is one heck of a vehicle. That story does not end as you step inside. I could spend hours talking about the features and design elements that have been packed into this vehicle, and I'm excited for you all to experience the Hummer firsthand. The bold interior of the Hummer EV is a fusion of luxury, technology, and capability. Much of these future-looking designs were inspired by lunar landscapes, NASA, and aerospace travel, and I will be sure to point out these subtle design cues and Easter eggs as we explore the interior. The interior of the Hummer EV was built from the ground up and was designed to break the mold and create an interior unlike any that we have seen before. Sitting in the Hummer EV will be an ultra-modern, completely immersive experience. You can really take in the environment with the infinity roof. When all 4 modular sky panels are removed and the rear window is down, the driver and passengers are injected into every moment. The large infotainment screens and cluster displays, both of which feature graphics designed exclusively for the Hummer EV, are bracketed to the instrument panel to make a powerful statement. You'll quickly notice that the designers opted for a very linear, no-nonsense design, as opposed to the flowing, bending lines we are used to seeing. I wanted to spend a little time talking about the display graphics I just mentioned. Customer experience was one of the top priorities for Hummer EV designers, and that mentality extends to the vivid graphics displayed on our large, colorful displays. We used Epic Games' Unreal Engine, which powers popular games such as Fortnite, to enable photorealistic visualizations and lifelike animations. The animations we are talking about were dreamed up and executed by the Perception Design Lab, who helped bring Marvel Universe to the big screen. Think, the same company that brought the Kingdom of Wakanda and Tony Stark's Jarvis to life designed our beautiful display graphics and gauges. These graphics come to life on the 12.3-inch driver interface, as well as the 13.4-inch center stack HD display. The lunar themes shine through when the driver is greeted with a theatrical lunar animation at vehicle startup, followed by lunar-inspired visual themes. During different drive modes, the screen will play a different animation which represents the drive mode selected, such as Hummer easily traversing the moon in off-road mode or towing a space shuttle in tow haul mode. The center screen is broken into customizable zones that allows customers to create their own displays to avoid having to bounce back and forth between screens as often. The display is app-based, similar to our current displays, but there's one exciting advancement, and that is the availability of the front seat video player capable of streaming Netflix, Amazon Prime, and other popular streaming content. Of course, this feature will require the use of data, the vehicle to be parked, Safety first, after all. When fully equipped, the Hummer EV comes with 18 camera views, providing what we call ultra vision, giving the driver complete vision in, around, and even underneath the vehicle with GM's first underbody camera featuring its own cleaning mechanism. The Hummer is equipped with 14 speaker audio system, which automatically adjusts for clear and precise audio, whether the sky panels are on or off. The designers included another lunar reference with the Sea of Tranquility inspired speaker cover featuring the first step on the moon. The Hummer features a center dial with some very interesting features. The first of which is the raise and lower option, which allows the driver to do just that, raise or lower the vehicle on demand at the push of a button. The dial also activates the four-way steer feature, which allows you to turn all four wheels as opposed to the front two. This allows a much smaller turning radius than should be allowed on such a massive vehicle. In fact, it is a similar turning radius to the old Chevy Sonic. The ability to turn the rear wheels allows the Hummer to introduce the innovative crab walk mode, which Mark discussed earlier. While in crab walk mode, the display will show the surround vision camera to assist the driver. Following its introduction on the new Sierra, the Hummer will also feature Super Cruise, hands-free driving technology with automatic lane change capability to really allow you to enjoy those 14 audio speakers in peace. When you're looking for the opposite of peace, certain Hummer models come equipped with Watts to Freedom mode, which can be activated from the cockpit. In Watts to Freedom mode, or more appropriately, WTF mode, you can launch the Hummer to 100 kilometers an hour in 3 seconds. To initiate WTF mode, make sure that the Hummer is brought to a complete stop. Press the traction control button twice and confirm that you want to enter WTF mode using the steering wheel controls. Then, while pressing down the brake pedal with your left foot, press the accelerator to the floor with your right foot, and once ready, release your foot and go. And that wraps up our interior preview, but there are so many more features that we're excited for you all to experience firsthand. And with that, I'll turn it back over to Mark.
Thanks, Sean. So there it is, the most capable factory truck ever produced, the Hummer EV Super Truck. For the person that has everything but wants more.